Hope everyone's having a great day. This past weekend was absolutely crazy. There were some major highs as well as some major lows on both President Trump's campaign and Vice President Harris's campaign. So this video, we're going to talk about it. So I'm really excited about that. Before we get into it, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much to me. Also, you could probably already tell we are traveling a bit. So this is what this place is going to look like for the next couple of days. But still, the quality of the video will still be the same. The conversations are still going to be the same. And I'm still going to be happy to share all of these with you. So let's get into it. I want us to start here with this clip with RFK Kennedy Jr. giving an iconic speech in Madison Square Garden with the Trump campaign. And I thought this was probably the best foundational way to start this video, especially because we are going to go into the highs and lows of this weekend. And this is what I would consider a absolute high. Check this out. Also, the full video is going to be linked up. It's 8 minutes long. I don't think we need to watch the whole 8 minutes, but I do want to share this little 1 minute snippet. And I think it'll make you really, really happy. So check this out.
President Trump called me 3 hours after his shooting. And he said, would I come and sit down with him? And he said to me during that meeting, he said, there are some things that we can agree on and some we disagree on, but the landscapes on which we agree are so much larger. He said, I want to end the wars. I want to end this surveillance and censorship. I want to protect the Constitution. I want to protect freedom of speech. I want to end the surveillance. I want to end the weaponization of government against American politicians. And I want to end the chronic disease epidemic. Now,
I will also say one thing. Whenever I was watching RFK Kennedy Jr.'s entire speech, what I thought was iconic, and you could check this out for yourself, but look, as soon as RFK Jr. takes a stage, there's about a minute that passes before he could actually say anything because the crowd is just erupting with energy for him. And I thought this is iconic. Check this out. I'm only going to play like 30 seconds here, but it's pretty wild.
Thank you, New York. Thank you. Thank you.
It's 20 seconds in. He can't say anything other than thank you because the crowd is not letting him because they are so amped up. They are so energetic and they are so happy that he is there. I love that the crowd is so for him. It's crazy. Also crazy because I don't know if you guys saw that one video of Kamala Harris in one of her last rallies, but she was getting literally booed off. It was so paralyzing to see actually because Kamala Harris was just right there. She was frozen. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to go about this. She was just there because people were complaining. And then on the other side, in this rally, you have the audience cheering. You have them excited, in love with Canada. You hear people chanting USA. You hear people just genuinely respecting RF Kennedy Jr. And I absolutely love it. And I even saw this tweet. I believe I saw this today, and this is by Tim Kennedy, and the caption was, "The political landscape of the United States will forever be changed after this election. Thank you, Robert Kennedy Jr." And it's just a photo of him, I believe, just waiting to take the stage at MSG, and I just thought this was really, really energizing to me. So I loved it. Another high that I saw was whenever President Trump took the stage. This is a 20-second clip, but I thought it was iconic. The caption is, "The left really underestimated how much this reality denying insanity would backfire. You can only stretch reality so far before it snaps back." And I think this is something that I appreciate with Elon Musk and the America PAC because, again, he is for common sense. I don't know if you guys saw that video or the advertisement for Trump, but I was just out to dinner one of these days, and there was a lot of it was like a sports like arena section, and there was a lot of TVs, and on one of the TVs there was the ad that played. Kamala Harris is for they them. President Trump is for you. And I think here we have Trump kind of embody that same energy. Listen to what he says here.
We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. I will defend religious liberty. I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms. Our Second Amendment is under siege.
And again, I think all of these things, when you ask the majority of people, I feel like these are really like uncontroversial. I feel like these things have some like they're rooted in common sense. And right now, we're seeing the left just go so far. And a lot of people, normal people like me, people like you, people who watch these videos, they're just not appreciating it. So again, those were the highs that I saw this past weekend. Now we're going into the lows. You guys probably have already seen this, but comedian Kill Tony said some probably not the best things about Puerto Rico. And personally, if you ask me, I'm probably not the best person to have a perspective here because I'm not really I don't watch comedians, I don't listen to comedians, I don't watch a lot of these shows, so I don't really have the palette here. But all I know is based on the audience's response to this joke, which I'll play out the video right now, the audience didn't like it. And I think that says a lot about the crowd of President Trump here at this campaign rally. Check this out.
A lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody.
See, so you really hear a lot of people there just start booing. They're like, no, I don't really vibe with that. And like maybe rightfully so. There are people who like I believe Vivek, he just made this really kind of a great take where he's talking about kind of the outrage with this joke and saying that it's like Kill Tony's a comedian. He makes fun of everyone. That's kind of the perspective on the right. And I do disagree with something that Vivek says in this video, but I will play out this video I'll play it briefly. It's only 2 minutes. Check this out.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Vivek, thank you for taking some time with us this afternoon. The Trump campaign press secretary, Carolyn Leavitt, on Fox earlier saying the joke doesn't reflect the views of President Trump or our campaign, specifically talking about the Puerto Rico joke. But also she said the crowd, they didn't mind. You were there. Did you mind?
Look, the fact of the matter is I wasn't in the room when that joke was made, but I got to say, we got to take a step back and look at the double standards here, Brianna. Let's be really honest. George Lopez made a joke at Kamala Harris's rally over the weekend about all Mexicans being thieves. Are we attributing that comment to Kamala Harris or querying all of her proxies who are at that rally? No, we're not. So I think we need to all get off our high horses and acknowledge that a bad joke was told. It was bad because it wasn't very funny. The audience didn't find it funny. The guys told other funny jokes in other places. This wasn't one of them. But the media manufacturing of outrage out of this is really just a double standard when you look at the exact kind of jokes being told at the Kamala Harris rally over the weekend.
And this is where I really push back because this is what Vivek is talking about. Here we have George Lopez, and this is his joke, right? Check this out. It's 15 seconds, but just for the sake of context, right? I want everyone to have this kind of this menu of perspectives here. So check this out.
Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall. And George Lopez said, you better build it in one day because if you leave that material out there overnight,
Now, again, I don't consume a lot of comedy in the form of, stand up, but from my perspective, I do think I thought George Lopez's joke was funnier, right? And I do think the context of George Lopez being Mexican and him being part of that culture, making it's different when you're a part of the culture because then you can make fun of it, right? It doesn't land the same way whenever you're just, a white man trying to make fun of everyone, right? And you don't really know, you're not part of those specific cultures. So it's not the same. So I really disagree with Vivek here when he was like, yeah, these two experiences, they're equal. I don't agree with that. I don't think they're equal, but also I want to share this perspective of a Puerto Rican American, and they're kind of in favor. They're like, I think it's funny, anyways. So like, you don't have to agree with me. You could agree more with her, but check this out.
I've already had a few people tag me in the videos of the comedian today at the Trump rally insulting Puerto Rico, or what they felt like was an insult. As a Puerto Rican American myself, my dad grew up in Puerto Rico. I was not insulted by this in the very least. Number one, this guy is a comedian. Number two, the clip that they don't show you from right before that is him joking with Latino Americans about a bunch of stuff in our culture. And if you know anything about a Latino American or a Hispanic American, we are our worst critics. We harass and make fun of each other. Or if you gave two shits about Puerto Rico or learned anything that's going on there, you would know that this guy's not talking about Puerto Rican people. He's talking about the island of Puerto Rico, which has a massive pollution problem. Tons of trash washes up on this beach every single day, and it looks like a landfill. And there's been a huge problem.
And just real quick, I did want to provide a little bit of context for that because I did not know this problem existed in Puerto Rico. And just to look at these pictures. This is insane. This is trash. This is literal trash that just washes up on the shore of Puerto Rico. And I do think this is what's fascinating about kind of jokes and comedians is the funniest jokes are always rooted a bit in truth. So I think that I do think these two things could be true at once. I'll let this woman's video play out a little bit longer though.
There since the last hurricane. You know, the one that wiped out people's houses that they did nothing to help with. What a cheap shot they're trying to make while Kamala Harris is at African American church in Pennsylvania with a whole new accent she picked up today. But guys, it's not working. It's just not working. Don't come after us Latino Americans, and definitely don't come after us Puerto Rican Americans, because we ain't here for your guys' bullshit. New York City is turning red. Trump will be the next president of the United States, and you guys are going to have to learn how to live with it.
Come on. There we go. I like this energy. I really do. And I'm almost in like complete agreement here. But the one thing that I'm gonna push back on with all of this, with what Vivek said, with what this woman is saying, is that the damage is kind of done. People are running with it, and a lot of people are upset. So it almost doesn't matter if the problems are real. It doesn't matter if the joke is okay because this man's a comedian. It doesn't matter if if Puerto Rican Americans say that they're not offended by it because, as we know, the Democratic Party loves to play the emotional game here, and we're already seeing advertisements about this with Kamala Harris,
A floating
pretty much talking about how she is for Puerto Rican, she is for Puerto Ricans, she is for Puerto Rican Americans, and they're just running with it. So I do think it's a little too late. We even have people like Don Lemon, love him or hate him. My guy is making videos that are getting millions of views. So, and the caption is, "This racist joke could end the Trump campaign." Do I think that's true? Absolutely not. But is it what you want to see days before an election? No. This is just common sense here. And I do think it's gonna be hurting him. But like I said, there were highs and lows on both sides of the campaign. And one big low that I saw from Kamala Harris was she was literally at a bar drinking, and the mic was on, and it caught her say something that she probably really regrets saying. So check this out.
Harris was caught on a hot mic yesterday talking to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She appeared to acknowledge that she's not doing well with men.
Everyone's right is that we need to move the whole ground. Yeah. Oh, we have microphones and I was listening to everything. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. So, well,
You'll
now
bleep
you tell
my
us.
F words.
We just told all the family secrets.
So I will bring it back just a little bit because it's really hard to hear this, but if you listen closely, and again, you'll probably need to, I put the volume up a little bit, but you might need to go to this link in the description on Fox News and go to 2 minutes and 43 seconds where you can actually hear this. But you could hear her say, so my thing is we need to move ground among men. And you can see this as a confirmation of the desperate attempt to actually get men to vote. We've been talking about this for some time. This is what she was trying to do with Latino men and all these initiatives. This is what she was trying to do with Black men and giving them money to start businesses. And now it's even clearer. Like she is in trouble, and this was a weak moment. It was caught on camera. It was caught on the mic, and it's caught while she was drinking a beer in a bar. And you know what I also think is interesting? I just had this thought before I started recording. It was that if President Trump drank, he doesn't, but if he did, if he was even just one time at a bar, I really feel like the narrative from the media that would be fabricated would be that Trump is an alcoholic. And with all these rumors surrounding Kamala Harris being an alcoholic and relying so much on wine and these spritzers and all these other things, I just don't understand why she's going out to bars drinking beer. To me, it doesn't make sense. If someone else maybe has a little bit more knowledge here and they want to chime in, I think one potential argument is that she is trying to move ground among men. And in order to do that, she thinks she needs to be in a bar and drink beer. I don't know. To me, that doesn't make sense. I actually don't know any. I have no guy friends who actually go to bars and drink beer. Like that never happens. I never see any of my friends do that. I don't hear about that. If they are having or consuming beer, and this in a similar context, it's like at a restaurant, right? And it's just more elevated. It's not an actual bar. So I don't know, but I will play this clip one more time. Check this out. Yeah, you can totally hear
We
it.
have microphones and I was listening to everything. I didn't.
You could totally hear it loud and clear. We even have people like Charlie reposting this on Twitter, and he writes, Kamala and Gretchen Whitmer are caught on a hot mic at their very cringe and drinking beer at bar scene. We need to move ground among men. Yes, exactly. But what I wanted to show here, this has almost 5 million views. That's great. But what I wanted to show here was the comments. And check out from Silicon Neuron. He wrote, shows her poor judgment. Cameron and Mike are all around her, and she missed it anyway. So, see, this is what makes me think about her level of self-awareness. Because if she missed the mic that was right above her, and it looks like there was actually 2 mics right above her, and just a crowd of press behind her on the side of her, I don't know. How do you miss that? That doesn't make sense to me. So I thought that was hilarious. Oh, another comment says her drinking at the bar is equivalent of another fake accent. See, so people aren't appreciating this. People think it's a heavy miss, but maybe I'm a little too close here. Maybe I'm in an echo chamber. Maybe this is actually resonating very heavily with men. Maybe a lot of men actually like seeing her at a bar drinking beer. Maybe it's working, and I just don't know it. But this is, to me, the weekend in a view. This is what I saw this past weekend with Kennedy and Trump in Madison Square Garden, as well as kind of the chaos that emerged from this bad joke, or maybe it's just bad depending on whatever side you see it. But I did want to give you this kind of menu of perspectives on this joke, because I do think every side is kind of correct in their own way. Like, yes, he is a comedian, and yes, he probably has the right to talk about this. But at the same time, if it doesn't land well, then it doesn't have the fact that he intended it to have. And I bet he's probably kind of regretting it, because now Kamala Harris is able to use it in an ad. So it's very defeating. But let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about the conversations that we had today, and if you're in agreement here or in disagreement. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you all have a great day. Remember, like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and I will see you all next time. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate your time so much, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to support what we're building here, please like and subscribe. It means a lot, and it really helps us out. And if you want to see even more content from me, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be sharing a lot more on there. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.